Happy Friday, everyone. I am back with three non-phone work at home job leads that I would love to share with you. Plus, we're going to talk about 13 ways to beat the applicant tracker system and give you two websites to go on and practice your typing skills. Don't forget Today, February 11, 2022 at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, I will go YouTube Live. I will have a guest, Joe McLean and Susie McLean from United Medicare Advisor on, and they're hiring remote customer service reps and admin to work from home. So don't forget to join me today at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So as you can see on my channel is all about non-phone work at home job leads. So if you're looking for a non-phone work at home job lead, you have landed on the right channel. So let's dive right into the job. Now, LabCorp is hiring accounts receivable specialists to work from home. Um, they are hiring for full or part-time position, and according to Glassdoor, the pay is $14 an hour. This job only requires a high school diploma or equivalent, and then what you'll be doing is performing process of account receivables payments by means of data entry and or computer-based micros while maintaining department standards and quality expectations. So if this sounds like something that you're able to do, all you need to do is click right here where it says apply. Now, we're talking about this company here. They're seeking data entry clerks to work remotely. And according to Glassdoor, the pay is $15 an hour. No degree is listed, nor any state hiring restriction is listed. So basically what you'll be doing is source data from multiple source and input into internal system, prepare emails from templates, um, attend weekly team meetings, maintain confidential information. The requirements is the ability to work from home. They're looking for someone that is attention to detail, proficient written and verbal communication, basic data entry experience is required, and real estate experience is preferred. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, make sure you go ahead and apply today by clicking here where it says apply with us. Now we're talking about W Games. They're currently seeking chat hosts to work from home. No degree or state hiring restriction is listed. This is a 1099 job, and according to Glassdoor, the pay is between $15 and $18 an hour. So to give you information about what you'll be doing is you're going to communicate in real time with app users via an app chat, including manage multiple interactions. You're going to be building rapport with players and develop relationships and assist with support tasks when needed. Now, the qualification is a strong verbal and written communication skills in English, proven ability to provide excellent customer support, previous experience working as a chat moderator or similar. So again, you can work. The work will be done remotely, and in person can be located anywhere in the world. If you're interested in part-time, there's a possibility that they may have that available. So if you're interested in this job, then all you need to do is click right here where it says apply for this job. Now, we're going to be talking about 13 best practice for beating an applicant tracking system, because that is what your resume have to do in order for it to get into the hands of a hiring manager or recruiting. So for those who don't know what an applicant tracking system is, also known as ATS, it's just basically a software that employees use to find the most qualifying candidate for the role. So that is just basically what the applicant tracking system. And how the applicant tracking system work is that the applicant tracking system work by scanning your submitted resume and cover letter to find keywords that match the job post. That is basically what it is here. Okay. So in order to beat the applicant tracking system, they're stating, I got this information on Indeed, only apply for jobs you're qualified for. That could be a yes question, and that could be a no question, because again, there's a lot of jobs that I apply for and I know I didn't have experience and I got the job offer. So I always say, you apply for the job anyway and let the company disqualify you. Don't disqualify yourself before you actually submit your resume. But they're saying that the easy way of getting a job is applying for jobs that you know that you're qualified for. That is what they're saying here. But also be selective about the jobs you're applying for at one company. So basically, they're saying that you should not be applying for 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs at the same company at the same time, because human resource professionals and hiring managers, they can log into the applicant tracking system and see at any time sort through the submitted resume, and they can also see your application history, including how many active application you have at their company. So they're saying it is to apply for one job in order to beat the applicant tracking system. If you're applying for multiple positions at the same company, it can confuse the ATS, which is the applicant tracking system. Use relevant keywords. I talk about this all the time. You need to study the job post, use the same keywords in your application. In that way, it sounds naturally. Highlight your experience and consider highlight your experience and skills, and consider looking up similar jobs to get ideas for other terms you can include that may be the interest of the applicant tracking system and hiring manager. That is what I've been saying all the time, is you got to study the job post. Not to lie, if you don't have the experience, I wouldn't suggest you to do it. But if you have the experience, like for example, you've done data entry before, and whatever they're asking you to do on the job post, you'll want to implement those information into your resume. Okay, there is a process, there is a step, but once you get the hang of that, your resume will pass the applicant tracking system every single time. Connect your keywords to unique experience. The applicant tracking system is more likely to send your resume through if there are enough mention of certain keywords relevant to the position. But hiring managers want to see how these keywords connect to real skills and experience in the workplace. So think about a unique job history and explain how it makes you the perfect person for the position. Include a skills section. There's a lot of people that do resumes, and everybody's going to tell you totally different. I tell you the way that hiring managers sat down and talked with me years ago, and the way that he told me and showed me how I needed to put my resume have passed the applicant tracking system every time I apply for jobs. You should have a skill section. A skill section is basically like attention to detail, whatever the job post. Like if I go back to this job post here, let me see the job post here. This is what they're saying here. These are the skills: attention to detail, real estate experience, data entry experience, written and verbal communication. Those are the skills that you will implement under your skills section of your resume. So you should have the objective first, you should have the skills, then you have your work history, and then you can have the education at the end. Okay, that's how it should be, in that order. That was how I was trained. Now, everybody does it totally different, but that is how I did it in my resume past the applicant tracking system. So you need to have a skill section, and it's going to change each time you're applying for a work from home job or job in general. Those skills are going to change. If you're applying for customer service, you're going to have different skills. If you're applying for accounts payable, there's going to be different skills. If you're applying for chat, there's going to be different skills. Okay, so make for sure that you have a skills section, and take the keywords from the job post and implement it into your resume. And again, if you don't have the experience or you don't have those skills, don't put it there. If they say, do you know Microsoft Word, or can you type 40 words per minute, and you put down type 40 words per minute, and they give you a typing test and you only type 25 words per minute, they're going to automatically know that you lied. Okay, so be truthful, but if you have the skills, that is what you want to do. Use basic language. It may be tempted to use section headers that are a little less traditional, especially if you're applying for a creative role and want to show your personality. But using uncommon language on a resume can confuse an applicant tracking system. Use basic language and terms that are easy to understand and mimic how you address your qualification during an in-person interview. Okay. And then also, depending on an applicant tracking system setting, it may either search for written out phrases. It is more likely to go to look for the long form term or phases, but it is the best practice to include both. For example, you should say something like experience in search engine optimization. Those are key words, okay? Submit a tailored resume for each job. I just spoke about that a few minutes ago. There is a lot of people that spend $100 getting their resume rewritten, and they still cannot find a job. Why? Is because they have to understand, you pay that much money for a resume, you just can't send that resume to every job that you're applying for. Your resume has to be tailored to each job that you are applying for. So if you have objective, that is going to change, your skills going to change, and then your work experience, you're going to have to rearrange those your bullet points around in order to match the job that you're applying for. Okay, so even if two positions you're applying for are very similar, you should tailor your resume to each one. The job descriptions are likely to vary from each other in some way, so use any difference you found to make your resume more specific to each job. The companies are different as well. Take the time to visit each company website to get an idea of their values and the business they do. You can incorporate what you learn into your resume and cover letter to stand out. Keep your resume simple. I see a lot of resume has those borders and background that is blue. Keep your resume simple, like a simple traditional resume, like black and white, because when you have all of those borders and resumes, that confuses the applicant tracker system and it can reject your resume immediately. So create a resume that enhances, especially if you're applying for a graphic design position, but it is best to keep it as simple as possible. An interesting looking resume may be attractive to a hiring manager, but you need to make it past the applicant tracking system first. So choose a resume template that is just very simple, that is just basically black and white, like it's a white piece of paper and everything is black, and you highlight your skill section, you bold it, your objective and your work experience, you bold it, and then the name of your company, how long the years that you worked there, all that's highlight. Just a simple, plain resume. That's all you need. Use basic formatting. Consider using um, like when you type, use Time New Romans or Georgia. That is what I use instead of using those other fonts. Just use Time New Romans or Georgia. That's what I would stick with. And always submit the right type of file. Make sure you read the job application and know what kind of file that they want you to submit after completing your resume. It's important to pay attention to how the job portal tells you to submit it. You may need to ensure that you are using an acceptable file type. If you submit any other type of file, the tracking system is less likely to read it accurately or even at all. So even if there are many acceptable files type listed, try to upload only PDF or documents. Okay, so although both are common, applicant tracking system typically find it easy to read doc resumes. So consider using this file if you can, but also look at the job. It would tell you what type, when you get ready to upload your resume, it tells you what type of file that you need to use. Update your information online. Some applicant tracking system do more than search the resume you submitted. They may also search the web for your information to make sure it all matches. Keep your online profile up to date to make your application more complete. And include referrals in your application. This is very important. I talk about this. A lot of people just throw somebody's name on that application, on the referral part, and they don't talk and they don't let the person that they're using as a referral to know that they put them on. So if hiring manager call, you may have someone say, "How you get my number? Don't call me anymore." And a lot of times when they act that way, sometimes hiring managers tend to judge you and say, "Okay, if this person act this way, then chances are this person is the same." So when you're using somebody as a reference, please notify them and let them know, "Hey, is it okay for me to use your name and phone number on my application?" And also look out, because they may give you a call or they may send you an email asking questions about me. I really need this job. Let them know. Always let them know. Referrals have always been an important part of getting a job. Hiring manager want to hear directly from someone who knows you and can vouch for you, your work ethic. So during an online application, there is often a section that asks if a current employee of the company has referred you to the role. If this is the case, remember to put your friend and colleague's name here to increase your chances of making it through the applicant tracking system. So I talked about the reference on the job, if you're looking for this, but there are also talking about another part of a reference. Like a lot of times when you're filling out an application, it says who referred you. If you know somebody that referred you, chances are you still have to fill out an application. But if you know somebody that referred you that is currently on that job, hiring manager will get you first. You know what I'm saying? Your resume will not have to go through the applicant tracking system. They will literally just take your resume and call you in for an interview. I know um, the job that I'm currently working for and have worked for in the past, it's a lot of people that they come to me and say, do you know anybody that would be a good fit for this job? So I found them 10 people. So that 10 people, they do have to go on the online and fill out an application, but they use my name as a reference. So when my hiring manager goes in there and look at resume, he looks for every person with my name on it, and they get those resumes and they call them in for an interview. That resume doesn't have to go past an applicant tracking system. Okay. So if somebody referred you, if you know somebody that works for a company, make sure you put their name on the reference, on the referring person, so they can get the credit for it. Okay. So again, in this video, we talked about 13 ways to beat the applicant tracking system. Make sure you take advantage of this. And go back and read it on your own time. I got this information again on Indeed, so go check that out. Now, I'm going to give you 2 websites where you can go and practice your typing skills. Like I always say, this is one skill that Fortune 500 company is not going to train you. You have to already know how to type. And in order to type, you got to keep practicing and you got to be consistent. So typingtest.com, again, this is free. There's no charge. You can practice your typing skills. You can check your typing skills in a minute. You can choose how long you want to practice. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, you choose. And just take advantage of all these other typing tests. Take advantage of that. And then another one is officialtypingtest.com. The great thing about this platform is not only can you practice your typing test, but you can also practice your 10 key tests. You will receive a typing certificate as well as typing tips. So make sure you go ahead and practice your typing skills today. Now, I am going to do a recap just in case you missed something. I gave you 2 websites where you can go and practice your typing skills, officialtypingtest.com as well as typingtest.com. We talked about 13 best practice for beating an applicant tracking system. This is one thing that your resume has to do, is pass the applicant tracking system in order for it to get in the hands of hiring manager or recruiting so you can get in for an interview. So this is what you need to work on, is beating the application tracking system. And then I gave you 3 non-phone work at home job leads. We talked about W Games. They're seeking chat hosts to work remotely. No degree or state hiring restriction is listed. This is a 1099 job. And according to Glassdoor, the pay is between $15 and $18 an hour. So if you're interested in applying, all you need to do is click right here where it says apply for this job. We also talked about this company too as well. They're seeking data entry clerks to work remotely. The pay is $15 an hour according to Glassdoor. No degree is listed, nor any state hiring restrictions listed. So if you're interested in applying, all you need to do is click right here where it says apply with us. And then we also talked about LabCorp. They're seeking accounts receivable specialists, third-party denials to work from home. They're hiring for full and part-time position. And according to Glassdoor, the starting pay is $14 an hour. So if you're interested in applying, all you need to do is click right here where it says apply. And don't forget to join me today, February 11th, 2022 at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be going YouTube Live with the hiring manager, Joe, and Susie McLean from the company United Medicare Advisor. They're currently hiring for remote customer service reps and admin to work from home. The starting salary is $15 an hour. So if you're interested in getting more information about that or speak with the hiring manager, ask questions, then this is your opportunity to attend. Again, it's today at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? And again, all of my links to every job that I apply, that I speak about in the video is located under the video. All you need to do is click show more and scroll all the way down until you see links to the jobs. You'll be able to click on it, see the job post, apply and submit your resume. My channel is all about non-phone work at home job leads. So if you are looking for a work from home job where you're not on the phone, you may know someone that is looking for a work from home job and they don't want to be on the phone. Make sure you refer them to my channel, Real Work From Home Jobs with Thressa. I bring to you nothing but non-phone work at home jobs every single day. People are getting hired, and I would love for you to be the next one to get hired. If you would like to become a member of my YouTube channel, I would love to have you. All you need to do is click the join button. There is a short video explaining the benefits of becoming a member of my YouTube channel. Shout out to everyone that's already a member of my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate the support. Don't forget to check your community tab. That is where I engage with you, ask you posts, ask you questions. When I upload new videos, I put them in there. Don't forget to consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you'll be notified every time I go YouTube live, as well as upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.